Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today's video is all about dolls that are pregnant. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, today we are talking about the weird and wonderful world of pregnant dolls. Ew! Lots of people have heard of Pregnant Midge, which was quite a scandalous, controversial doll from the 2000s, which Barbie Mattel released. But you may not realise that Midge was not the first doll to become pregnant. In fact, there had been quite a few pregnant dolls before her. And there have been many pregnant dolls since. For some reason, poor Midge was the only one to get caught up in a controversy. Before we get started, if you love dolls as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check me out on Instagram and TikTok, and also consider supporting me on Patreon. I have loads of exclusive videos on my Patreon. I have 14 exclusive videos to be exact. And I might have even more if you're watching this video long into the future. Supporting me starts from just $3 and I would really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who is already supporting me on Patreon. But anyway, let's talk about pregnant dolls. Okay, so funnily enough, not only was Midge not the first pregnant doll, but she wasn't even the first pregnant doll which Mattel made. In 1985, the Hart family line of dolls was released, and they had a set called the New Arrivals doll set. And the Mum character, I don't think she has a name. I think she's just called Mum. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I don't think this poor mum has a name. The mum character had this like smock she would wear, and inside of this dress there was a little pocket which you could put a baby in. So the doll didn't actually have like a pregnant belly or anything. Effectively, the baby was just shoved up her dress, but it kind of gave the same effect. In 1989, I found this Italian pregnant doll. She even had a TV commercial.
Io l'ho capito quando ho visto il tuo pancino e il tuo viso così dolce. Dobbiamo scegliere il nome, sarà maschio o sarà femmina? Mami, mami, sarà rosa o celeste, sarà biondo oppure ricciolino.
Mami, la prima bambola che ha dentro il pancino una creaturina da amare. Mami, l'unica bambola che sarà mamma.
La tua mami avrà un maschio o una femmina?
She looks really large, and I don't just mean because she's pregnant, I mean like she looks like she's like 16 inches. She's much bigger than a Barbie doll. It looks like, once again, the baby was just like shoved up her dress instead of her actually having like a pregnant stomach. In 1990, Susie was a pregnant doll. I'm not sure exactly what year she was released, but it was sometime in the 90s. But if she was released in 1990, like the year 1990, then she would be the first pregnant doll, I think, to have the plastic stomach mechanism where the baby could actually hide inside the doll and there was like a plastic stomach to go over the top. Quite a lot of pregnant dolls since have used this idea, but it does look kind of weird, I won't lie. The doll basically has like a hole where her stomach should be and you stuff the baby inside, and then there's like a plastic lid which goes over the top. And then when you take the baby out, there's a different plastic lid which is like flat. Does that make sense? Around the same time Susie was released, a doll called Mummy's Secret Surprise was released by Hasbro. And I've only just realised, but these two dolls, Susie and Mummy's Secret Surprise, are the exact same doll. Hasbro must have made some kind of deal to release this doll in America under a different name.
It's Mommy's Secret Surprise, the sweetest newborns anywhere. A baby girl and boy to share. Mommy's Secret Surprise. Nothing is more wonderful than being a mother.
I found this other doll, which is called Mummy's Secret Surprise. Why is it a secret? I don't understand why it's a secret. Maybe Mummy's been having a little bit too much fun with the mailman. Maybe that's why it's a secret surprise. This doll was made by Hasbro. So, you know, it's quite a big toy company. And it says here, hear the baby's cries when they are born. That's a level of realism that I'm not sure I really want. Mummy has twins, and then it literally says on the box, Wah! Again, Mummy's Secret Surprise is one of those weird dolls where there's like a sunken hole in their stomach. 1992 was a big year for pregnant dolls. So many pregnant dolls were released this year. Mummy's Having a Baby by Tycho was released. And I find this doll a little bit weird because she looks like she's about 12. And obviously she's pregnant. Similar to some of the other dolls on this list, there was just a pocket inside the dress where you could put the baby, and there was even a flap where you could see like a plastic stomach, but it was all part of the dress, like she didn't actually have her own pregnant stomach. They come up with some weird mechanisms and gimmicks to like make these dolls pregnant. I find it fascinating how they use their creativity to do it. The box says you can really feel the baby in her stomach. There was a special message for parents on the back of the box. Okay, I found the message to parents. I think it's probably just mostly to reassure them that this isn't a weird idea, the fact that the doll's pregnant. It says, note to parents, Mummy's Having a Baby is an interactive new doll that reflects the natural wonders and curiosity children have about pregnancy, childbirth and parenting in a sensitive, age-appropriate way. The doll adds an exciting dimension to make-believe play and a fundamental part of children's social education and cognitive development. Mummy's Having a Baby is designed to invite a world of imaginative play as children sharing family roles and life experience. Based on my 15 years experience of being a family therapist, I believe this special doll provides exciting something. Sorry, this is such a faded picture, I can't quite read it. And the letter is signed by someone called Beatrice, who is a child development specialist. Interesting. And the baby apparently also drinks from its bottle and wets itself. Love that. We love the realism. And there's like a little baby scanner so you can see the baby, and a baby weigh thing, like a weight. What's it called? Like where you measure the weight of the baby. I mean, I appreciate the commitment. They were really committed to making this doll as like educational as possible. But I still find it weird that the mum looks like 12. What do you guys think? Another pregnant doll from 1992 is Judy. Judy is having a baby. And from this advert, it looks like, once again, this was a mail order doll. You'd cut out the little coupon and send it off and you'd get a doll. It says in the corner of this advert, Europe's 1991 Doll of the Year. So she was actually released in 1991. She's very cute, and there was even a version where she was having twins, and there's a little cutout birth certificate. I can see here that the doll only cost $4.99, which is very reasonable. It also says down here that sold separately is Judy's husband, Charlie. Additional maternity outfits you can also buy, baby clothes, crib, carriage, and bathtub. And there was also a black version of Judy. Also in the 90s, Stephy Love introduced her first pregnant doll. I couldn't figure out exactly which year this doll was released, but I found listings in Stephy Love catalogues as far back as 1992 for a pregnant doll. I also found this pregnant Fiona Love doll, which looks like it's part of the Stephy Love line, but it also might just be a knockoff. Or maybe this is like one of Steffi's friends. I couldn't figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's a knockoff because I also found a version of this doll which said Barbie. Literally has the Barbie logo on it instead of Fiona, which is very cheeky. I'm sure Mattel's lawyers were not happy about that. The pregnant Stefhy Love dolls also had that mechanism where like there was a hole in her stomach and you put the baby inside and then covered it with like a little plastic lid. Like, in theory, I understand it, but like, it looks very alien. Like, it looks really creepy. These like little plastic babies hidden inside a hole in your stomach. But I guess it kind of gets the job done. Stefhy Love has since made many, many, many pregnant dolls, including a pregnant mermaid doll, pregnant princess. She's been pregnant with twins. And they've even created a pregnant doll where the belly actually grows bigger and bigger before she gives birth.
Steffi Love wird Mama. Schau, wie ihr Bauch immer größer wird. Fast wie in echt. Wow! Jetzt ist das Baby da. Zeit zum Spielen. Steffi Love, Hello Baby. nur von Simba.
Simba, the company that makes Stephy Love, they seem to love a pregnant doll. There's also a Stephy Love doll where you don't know what kind of baby you're gonna get. Like, it could be a girl, it could be a boy, it could be twins. Apparently you find out if it's a girl or a boy by the colour of its eyes. Okay. Strange. Also, this is obviously only the gender they're assigned at birth. Also in 1992, the Mummy with Baby doll was released. And this one looks to be a mail order only doll, since the packaging is just a standard cardboard box. And I found loads of like listings where you could like cut out a little coupon and send it off. It's like a mail order doll. Her name is Karen, which is quite unfortunate. It says here on this advert that the sex of the baby remains a mystery until birth. I wonder how you find out. Is it going to have like little genitals? Interesting. There's also a bonus deluxe maternity kit on offer, which has 2 extra maternity outfits, pocketbook, comb, and a brush for mummy, plus receiving blanket, towel, 2 hangers, barrette, rattle, hand mirror, and diapers for baby. Again, this doll had like a hole in their stomach to put the baby in. The advert also says, a warm and wonderful educational experience. Adorable newborn baby is right in mummy's tummy. A specially designed pregnant tummy becomes flat after baby is born. Karen, mother with child doll, is stylishly dressed in a beautiful floral maternity gown. I'm not sure if I would call this outfit stylish, but you know, it's something. It says you are limited to ordering 6 Karen mother with baby dolls at a time. Which, I mean, why would you want to order 6? Why would you ever want to order 6 of these dolls? Anyway, I found this one very interesting. She looks kind of sad, this doll. I feel sorry for her. Like, her facial expression, she looks kind of glum. She's not exactly excited to be a mother. Oh, and I can see from this picture that the baby does have little genitals. That's how you know what gender it is assigned at birth. In 1997, Fashion Corner, which is quite a well-known Barbie alternative line, like a Barbie rip-off line from the 90s, also created a line of pregnant dolls, including one that was pregnant with twins. They made a whole bunch of different pregnant dolls. I find it very interesting. This set even comes with a birth certificate for the baby. I found this very obscure Italian doll, which was also pregnant. She's very lucky because she gets a nice rocking chair to sit on. I also found a Spanish pregnant doll called July Mama. This is another one that I found a little bit weird because the mother looks very, very young. Like, she could be like 8 years old. I found another Italian doll. This one seems to be really tall, like she's the size of like my size Barbie or something. On her box it says, she will give birth, then immediately get back in shape, which is an interesting thing to focus on. Famously, in 2003, the Happy Family line was released, and this was the line which featured, dun dun dun, pregnant Midge. I won't go into too much detail because I've already made a whole video about this doll, the pregnant Midge doll, and all of her controversies. But this doll actually has quite a unique pregnancy mechanism in that she's actually just got a normal Barbie body underneath there, and then the whole stomach is magnetized. It's like a magnet, it sticks onto the top, and the baby goes inside. Instead of her having to have like a weird sunken hole in her stomach, I think this works a lot better. This doll came out in a time when morality groups, as well as media like film and television, were absolutely obsessed with the idea of teen pregnancy. There was a real moral outcry against teen pregnancy at the time, and I'm not even really sure where this came from. So even though pregnant Midge was pretty harmless overall, she was considered extremely controversial at the time for promoting young pregnancy, which she didn't even promote, technically. Like, I mean, no one knows how old Midge actually is. Despite the controversy, which I actually think was probably blown out of proportion quite a lot by the media, the line seemed to be quite successful, and there were several other waves. This wasn't the last time Midge would be pregnant. Anyway, there we go, doll fans. We spoke about some very intriguing, interesting pregnant dolls from throughout history. And now you know, Midge is not alone. She is not the only pregnant doll on the market. Let me know which pregnant doll was your favorite. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Consider supporting me on Patreon. I'd really appreciate it. And have a great day, doll fans. Bye. Thank you to Siren Kelly, Diamond Diva, Sunny, Bobby and Cheryl, Imani, Tracy, Jico, Patty Heiss, Anna, Jordan, Cynthia, Raina Ray, Petra, Desi, Michael, @dolls_on-the-go, Jasper, Lotarian Donnell, Lillian Lish, Michael and Russ, Amber Rodriguez, Natalie, Doreen, Lexi, Jeremy, Sharon, Angelique, Spooky Mama Baker, and Vito and Logan. And thank you to all my other Patreon supporters. Your support means everything.